Can you disclaim an inheritance in intestacy? Have you ever wondered what happens if you inherit something you do not want? Can you simply say no? This is a common question when discussing asset distribution in intestacy. Let's break it down. Disclaiming an inheritance is a legal process where you refuse to accept assets left to you by a deceased person. This can happen whether there is a will or not. In cases of intestacy, where no will exists, the distribution of assets follows state laws. Typically, these laws favor close relatives, determining who gets what in a predetermined order. So, how does this work when someone dies without a will? First, you should know that disclaiming an inheritance is a formal process. It must be done in writing and usually within 9 months of the deceased death. If you are a minor, you can disclaim within 9 months of reaching the age of majority. When you choose to disclaim your inheritance, the assets do not simply vanish. Instead, they pass to the next person in line according to state intestacy laws. This could be other relatives or, in some cases, the state itself if there are no living relatives. Now, you might ask, why would someone want to disclaim an inheritance? There are several reasons. For instance, you might want to avoid debt or tax liabilities that come with the inherited assets. Alternatively, you may wish to pass the assets to someone else without personally benefiting from them. The procedure for disclaiming is straightforward. You need to create a written document stating your intention to disclaim the inheritance. This document must be signed and often notarized. It should then be delivered to the executor or the court handling the estate. It is important to remember that disclaiming an inheritance is irrevocable. Once you have disclaimed, you cannot change your mind. Additionally, you must ensure that you have not received any benefit from the assets before you disclaim them. In the context of elder law and estate planning, disclaiming an inheritance can be a strategic move. It can help manage estate taxes or ensure that assets are distributed according to the deceased wishes indirectly. However, it is always wise to consult with a legal professional to ensure the process is done correctly and in accordance with state laws. So, if you find yourself in a situation where you may inherit something you do not want, know that you can legally disclaim it. Just be sure to follow the proper steps and consult with a legal expert if needed.